Welcome guys to John's Football Channel. This is my post review of Portugal 1, DR Congo 1. Very disappointing result for Portugal. Let's get into this post review. Starting off with the lineups. Obviously they went with Depasi in goal. Wan-Bissaka on the right, there's a right wing back. They went with Mbembe, Kapezi, Kapidi as the centre backs, and then Mashku as the left wing back. Then in the midfield, they went with Mbembe, Mashuami, Kalu as the midfield, and then ahead of them they went with Wissa and Bakubu as the two strikers. And then let's take a look at Portugal. Obviously, we went with Costa in goal, Gonçalo as the right back, Uriel, Renato Vega as the two centre backs, and then Mendes as a left back. And then in midfield, Neves, Vitinha as the two midfielders, Bernardo Silva as the right wing, Bruno Fernandes in the midfield, Neto as the left wing, and then Ronaldo up front. So if you take a look at, obviously, DR Congo obviously shaped up to be able to catch the team on a counter, the way they shape with the back three, probably sometimes as a back five as well, but also in the midfield. Sometimes they will go five in the midfield, and overload the midfield to actually overload Portugal in those instances, which was very obvious, and I think very predictable for them. Obviously, it's not to say that just because you're going to play a lineup doesn't mean you're going to beat them, or vice versa. But we clearly understood what they were going to do and how they were going to prepare for this game. And then if we take a look, obviously, at how it actually all unfolded, obviously from around the first minute, obviously DR Congo was sitting back and allowing the pressure to try to hold Portugal, but obviously Portugal didn't allow that to happen. They were actually pushing and actually creating chances from minute one, and then in the 6th minute they end up getting the goal from João Neves. Obviously a very good cross from Pedro Neto, ends up crossing it into the box, and then we end up seeing Ronaldo, I think, as a decoy for João Neves to actually head the ball into the goals. A very good goal from the whole squad. And then if we take a look, obviously, at Wissa, obviously Wissa's goal wasn't very it came in the right time. It came at the 45th minute, just before the half ended, where I think it was a free kick. They ended up playing it, but it ends up being played out to one of the wingers. He ends up recrossing it into the box, and then Wissa ends up getting there and ends up making sure he actually headers it and into the goals. And then after that makes it 1-1. And then I think after that, I think both teams were very scared and very afraid of not allowing both teams to actually capitalize and actually ensuring that they'll be actually hurt on the counter-attack. So they were very defensive, very focused in terms of not conceding the next goal, because that would mean that the team would either lose or win, depending on whoever scored. So I think hence both teams were very 50-50. I wouldn't say they're fully committed. Probably we could say that DR Congo probably committed more than Portugal. Obviously, I think Portugal were trying to hold the ball, which was a good thing, but they weren't able to create anything from that aspect in terms of holding the ball and breaking up the team. I think from the minute one they were able to. I think DR Congo didn't back themselves and trust themselves. But as the game got on, and after that first goal going, they had to come off their shell and actually put the pressure on Portugal, and that's exactly what they did, and actually tried to capitalize, and then they did. There were some chances where it could have went in. There were chances and breaks that they could have actually exploited us, likely with tactical fouls from a couple of players. They were able to actually ensure that was not the case, and actually ensure that they didn't capitalize on Portugal. If I had to take a look at some weird factors I never anticipated for this game, if I looked at for the likes of, I think our left wing was actually flat in terms of not to say about Pedro Neto. I think when he was playing, he actually did quite well, but I think as soon as he came off, I think that's when we noticed that there was no one there. Raphael didn't actually do prove as to why he deserves to be a starter in this team. He actually did quite the opposite. And then I think also Mendes didn't help himself. There's some chances where he was committing unnecessary and actually leaving holes behind him. And I think that's where they were trying to exploit us, and they nearly did at some at times of this game. They nearly actually went on to score a couple of goals. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys would have thought, what we should have done differently. I think also obviously we all saw that Ronaldo wasn't getting into the game. There was not much space for him to do anything. Ronaldo feels very, very heavy on the ball. He doesn't feel his natural side. I don't know, probably that old age in terms of for the competition now. Is he not able to actually get around the field as well as he once did? Is it actually getting to him now? But it does definitely feel like he's actually carrying a bag of bricks on him, and he feels very, very slow to do anything. So I think it was on everyone's lips to actually bring on Ramos into the game, and actually do something different, because obviously we knew that not much was going to be happening for Portugal continuing this way. We clearly see that we weren't creating any chances. So very, very good from Martinez to actually make the substitution. But I just feel at the end we can't actually blame him, because he actually did the right thing. But after looking at the game, probably he should have actually brought on Ramos a lot earlier. Although we can't really quite remember exactly what Ramos actually did. But it is a question. Do you guys let me know down below what you guys think? But I think, do you guys think that what he probably went with two strikers, Ramos and Ronaldo together, to actually ensure that they actually can get a goal? But probably what we should have done is actually keep the extra midfielder and actually took off Ronaldo for Ramos as a straight swap, and actually bring a bit more direct play into it, and actually a bit more pace into the striking position. One of the good subs I think he did do from the manager's perspective is take off Bernardo Silva in the first half and bring on Francisco Conceição to start on the right wing. He was very, very explosive. He was able to get past his man and actually create some chances for Portugal. There was one chance where that was just a one opportunity where I can remember that I can actually but be disappointed on him, where he had to receive the ball. He had a chance to play to Ronaldo a bit earlier. I think if he just played a little bit earlier, Ronaldo probably had a bit more time to actually know what he was going to do with the ball. And I think he kept on the ball. And I think obviously sometimes when you do that, you as a player who was about to receive it, you anticipate that he's not going to pass, he's going to probably shoot or do something else with the ball. And I think hence why you don't focus and you don't anticipate for the ball to come and actually start thinking what you're going to do with it. And I think that's exactly what happened with Ronaldo. He played the ball at a moment where Ronaldo didn't expect it to actually arrive, and I think that hence why he flopped his chances and actually it goes wide for goal kick. So yeah, guys, let me know down below what you guys think. But this is how I saw the game. If we take a look at, obviously, João Neves is the man of the match. Very, very good from him. I think very good from him getting the goal. Especially him being so short, no one would anticipate for him to actually get up there and actually put one of the goals in terms of for a header. And then if you look at some stats, obviously Portugal got ending this game in 75 ball possession, while as DR Congo 25. Shots on target 1-2. DR Congo had one more shot than us. And then shots overall, we had 7, they had 8. Then we look at big chances, they had 1 big chance, we had 0. And then we look at corners, we had 5, they had 4. So very, very fair game, I would say. Not much you could say that differs. There's maybe 1 or 2 points here and there that go for either team, but I suppose that we didn't have the opportunity to actually open DR Congo enough to actually exploit them and actually get some goals from them from behind. Let me know down below what you guys would have done. Probably we could have actually needed probably a person with the likes of João Felix or Pedro Neto as a striker, a person who's able to dribble his way around defenders and actually be a nuisance from there. I think because that's the only way. If you're sitting with a low block, the only way to get through them is actually to dribble and very, very short passes to actually get through and actually score. Because we clearly weren't doing that. I think we ended up losing our way. We kept losing. We didn't know what to do, so we kept crossing the ball in, and it kept coming out. And then at those certain times, they would end up catching us on a couple of counters. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. This is my post review to Portugal 1, DR Congo 1. Obviously, this means that we won 1 on in the group with DR Congo. Colombia obviously are leading now with 2 points because they managed to get a win over Uzbekistan. So now we would obviously we have to wait for the next game to see if we are able to do something. Hopefully Colombia drop points and we're able to get into the first position. So yeah, guys, let me know down below what you guys think of the game. How did you see Ronaldo playing? What are your thoughts? Do you think he should actually keep playing? Do you think he probably should come off the bench? Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below what you guys think and what are your views on this game. So peace.